Alright, well, welcome back to It's Only Food. I am Chef John Politte, and this is part 4 in our video discussion of how to produce a YouTube cooking show. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to It's Only Food. I am Chef John Politte, and we are back with part 4 of our video discussion series of how to produce a YouTube cooking show. I'd like to welcome you, the viewer, and on this discussion about editing your cooking show. That's our topic today, is editing. And what is commonly called a post after post-production is the third part in the, you got pre-production, production, and then post-production. So we're just going to use post from now on instead of saying editing. It is the final step in the video production. So we are here to develop and help one another. I want to make that perfectly clear. I am not here to judge. I am not here to point out anything wrong with what you're doing. If you edit it a certain way or you produce a show a different way, that's great. We are just here to talk about things that have to do with producing a YouTube cooking show. In the past, I have gotten nasty comments and a lot of anger for things that I've said and done, and I am in no means trying to do that. We're just here to help each other out. There's people that tune into this that have never done a show or are just starting out, and there are people here that have thousands and thousands of viewers and subscribers, and we like to help people out. And that's what we're here to do. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. This is part 5 in our production of a 6-part series that we're doing on this. We went concept, then equipment, and then platforms, set and location, and now we're doing editing or post. And then our last one will be social media optimization. All right, well, you got your types of editing programs that are out there. You've got free, which is what I started with when I had my old laptop that had Windows Movie Maker on it. I use that one. You've got moderately and low priced ones from under $100 up to $500, and then you've got your expensive ones that major studios and movie studios use, which are ranging into thousands of dollars. I started out up at the TV station when I took the class to learn how to use all the equipment and editing and how to do shots and cuts and all that stuff at the TV station, North Metro TV up here in Blaine, Minnesota. I took a 3-part class that used Final Cut Pro, and that was pretty sweet. They have since upgraded that to Final Cut Pro XL. I don't know what it is because I haven't used it since then, but now I'm using just my own stuff. But I went from Windows Movie Maker that was free. Now I use Adobe Premiere Elements 13. I was using Movie Studio that I bought, I think at Target or Walmart for like $50-$60 that I just wanted to try out because I wanted to upgrade from Movie Maker. And now I'm in that position that I want to upgrade from the Adobe that I've got to something else that is a little more, I don't know what the features and benefits I am looking for actually, so I'm doing a little research on that. If anybody out there can help me on what would be the next step in the evolution of my editing software, that would be great. Alright, so you've just finished shooting your video. You've got everything up on the old SD card, and you take your SD card or whatever media transfer you use to put it up on your computer. And what I do, could be wrong, but this is what I do. Let me know if you have any different ways of doing this, because I love to hear how other people do things, and I'm a process geek too. So I've got the SD card, I loaded it in my laptop. I have documents. I put a folder there named individual show media. Then I have subfolders of every show I've done, then I name them. This one will be producing a cooking show for YouTube part 5. So I'll take everything on that SD card and I'll move it into that subfolder. There you go. Then I also get any kind of music, my opening and closing sequences that I do, any JPEGs or photos that I want to add to that, any voiceover or text or pictures or your little watermarks that you've got, like It's Only Food would sit right here, you know, behind me it looks like. Anything you want to add to the video, you will have, and you'll put that into that folder or whatever it is you're using. Please let me know. And then you're going to upload that. When you turn on your editing equipment, then you upload that, and that all goes into the bin because it's either a file or folder that you're getting it from, because you're requesting that to be uploaded, and then everything goes into that bin where everything's at your fingertips that you're going to put into that timeline to tell your story. So you've got a lot of editing software, has a lot of different features. I'm going to name off a few here and let me know if I've missed any, or there are some that you have that I don't have or haven't named. Transitions, effects, graphics, text and titles, audio, cropping, pictures or video inlay. In some cases, your editing system will just render it and shoot it right up into your social media and or YouTube. So that's a nice feature to have too. All right, you've got transitions that are in there that I know we all use. Sometimes you get a little over crazy with them. I know when I first started making shows, I thought, oh, I'll have gimmicks and do transitions and make things all weird. But over the years, I've learned to just kind of lay back on the transitions. I think I only use like 3 now. They all do have meanings too. First of all, you have the cut, which is going from me talking right here to boom, I'm in the kitchen cooking. You know, it's totally different. It instantly replaces one scene from another. Then you have your dissolves, which signify the passage of time. I use them a lot when I can't get continuity. It does help kind of blend the two clips together sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes. Then you have your fades. That's not really used too much anymore in movie making from what I've read, but a lot of the time it's used after the opening sequence of a movie. They'll do a fade to start the story. It usually means it means the ending of a story segment too. They use it a lot at the end before they go into the credits. So a wipe is a dynamic one shot deliberately pushing another scene out of the way. Digital effects, color replacement, animation, pixelization, and lighting effects are all new things that I've seen too for features that you've got in editing programs. And remember with transitions too that 1, is it intended to achieve anything? 2, does it make the shots fit together better? 3, does it make sense to even have that transition in there? And 4, does it help to progress the story? All right, well, rendering and saving. This is something I have had happen to me way too many times, and I am now just finally getting to the point where I save it after every time I add a scene and edit it. I just save it. It just gets become natural. A lot of programs now might actually have the saving feature automatic. Remember to save and render it throughout rendering it, because if you're adding transitions and other media to it, it's going to need to render to get it to run smooth when you do a view back. Also, remember that compressed files that are re-rendered lose quality, so try not to compress your files too many times. Editing is also a good time to weed out parts of things you may have shot, but then realize that it isn't necessary for the story. Sometimes when you're shooting the video, you're like, oh yeah, this would be great to put in there, and then when you get into the audit, and then when you get into editing it, you're finding out that maybe I don't really need that in there, or you want to make the video shorter, so sometimes you take things out to make the video shorter, because we all know that shorter videos get more views and more watch time. Just remember to have fun. Remember, this is your video. It doesn't have to be like somebody else's. It doesn't have to be like somebody on TV. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I know a lot of times when you start out, you're looking at all these other cooking shows. What can I do? I know I did a lot of gimmicks, and there's a couple people that had puppets and all this other stuff. Just do what you want to do. Don't worry about being like anybody else. And over time, you'll develop your own style and your own methods. And just remember 3 things too. Tell a good story, be sure the video looks good, and the sound quality is great. You shouldn't have any problems. Our next video in this 6-part series is going to be part 6. It'll be a video on optimization of social media. This is going to kind of further our discussion that we had on part 3, which was uploading our show to YouTube. Well, thanks a lot for watching. I will leave the links for the last 4 discussion shows that we had on how to produce a cooking show on YouTube below in the description box. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and share this video and channel with everyone you know. Have a great day. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time, right here on It's Only Food. Bye-bye.